Okay, we are now on video 3 and we're doing references for the Bible. So if you go to, again, GCU Library Guides, you can find some examples of Bible references. But I put them here so you can see them and see what it looks like on here. So you're going to use the online is the title of the version, the reprint year, the site name. So this would be Bible Gateway, this would be the URL, and then the original published year. We'll get into that in just a minute, but I wanted to go over the print and then the study Bible. The print version, the title of version, the Holy Bible, comma, English Standard Version, period, the year, 2001. If you have a print version and it's not reprinted, it's just the original, then you would just put the one date, period, crossway. And if there's no, or if this is the original work year, you don't have to change anything. Okay, the study Bible. We're getting closer here, guys. So the editor is going to be put here. You're going to connect your in-text citation to the references. So the things in the content are going to be connected to the references in the end. So here is the title of the study Bible, and that is in italics, and then the publisher. Here's the online version, and this is what a reference sheet or the references will look like. They will be at the end of your assignment, not at the end of the answer, but at the end of the assignment. The Holy Bible English Standard Version, 2016 Bible Gateway. So these are the examples. This is an example of the reference for the New American Standard Bible. You only need one reference for the Bible. You don't need to put a reference entry in every single time that you mention the Bible in your citations. You just need one, okay? Unless you're using different translations. If you're using the King James Version and the New International Version, then you're going to need two reference entries. All right, so this is the example of the references. Now I'm just going to quickly review everything. The NIV citation, Psalm 23:1. If you're going to use Psalm 23:1 in your sentence, then you're just going to put the Holy Bible, New International Version, 2011 /n.d. and then the end of parentheses, ESV. If you use that if you use Genesis 1:1 in your sentence, you're just going to be putting it like that. If you do not use anything, you're going to be using it and it will look like this. So this is a citation. Just in case you need some more information, this is what I want to encourage you to go to. If you want to go to the KJV citation and you find that, you go to the reference examples. Let me go there real quickly. I'm going to pause the share. And I'm going to go to the reference example. Okay, so this is the reference example from the GCU Library Guides, the Bible, commentary, and other works. This is where I got all my information from. In every assignment, guys, I put the in the comments where it talks about formatting, and if you're doing APA and you get graded on that, if you did not get the references right, I put this in the little comment box. If you didn't get the in-text citation right, I put it in the little comment box. If you didn't get both of them, I put both of them in there so you can know where to go. I can't go in and manually write where it is, and it just would take a long time. So that's how I do that. And I also attach the PDF. So let me go to the PDF. So you're going to find it all here. Let me just go to that PDF. Okay, so I've got on here, and I can't remember if I just showed you this, but the Citing the Bible textbook and topic overview is here in your topic resources. It's also in your Padlet. It's in the Padlet. It is in the and every time that I mention if you've missed a reference or an in-text citation, I generally attach it to one of your assignments. So like in the comment section, in the very end, the final comments from me, I usually put like a screenshot of where you need to, where you can have an example of what you need to fix. And then I also attach the whole thing so you can see the little screenshot and you can see the whole PDF. Okay, so you have access to it there. In the announcements, I think that I put the Padlet in there. I can't always attach it to the announcements, so it's in that one place for you. If you need it, just let me know, and you can't find it, I will send it to you through messages. Okay, so let's go back to the references one more time. Okay, let's see if I can share this again. And make sure that you are checking this out again for the references. This is where I put this in the PDF as well. There is a link to that in the PDF. There's a link to that in the comments for the formatting. You have a link to all of those. Okay, now go back here and make sure that I am sharing the screen here. Okay, one more time. KJV citation is in the references. PDF, find it in the resources. If you have any questions, go to apastyle.apa.org. They have a template for you. They have different helps for you there as well, okay? And finally, if you need anything at all, please contact me via messages on my phone, 10 to 6, Monday through Friday, Arizona time. Check out the Padlets and your topic resources. I try to put everything in there for you to access. So if you have any questions on Bible citations, before we go, I do want to go over one more thing that I mentioned, but I haven't had a chance to go over yet. Okay, so when I mentioned here, you have to connect your citation to your references down here. Okay, so your references here. This gives you an example, and you can just put in the author. Like you could put, let's say you use the Bible, you would just put in the Bible citation, the Holy Bible, New International Version, year 2011. Remember, this is not right. Okay, well, anyways, let me go back here, and I will just take from what we did. Hang on a second. Let me stop sharing. The references. Okay, and let me go to the thing here and show you what I'm gonna do here. Okay, so if I go here and then I paste it, keep text only, that's what I'm gonna do. And then you're just gonna have to format it correctly here. Okay, and then tab, same down here, delete, then tab. And there you go. There you have it. So we've gone from start to finish for citing the Bible. And again, if you have any questions, let me know. All right, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. Have a great day.